Another shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Another shot is gonna hit you with a mind overloaded. The bar is always open with no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion. But then again, it might be the alcohol talking. It might be the alcohol talking. Let's go.
Welcome to another Shot Podcast, where our opinions might be real, or it could just be the liquor talking. Sit back and enjoy another shot.
Oh, so guess what? Stranger things have happened. Welcome to our Wednesday night open bar, and I guarantee it's going to be a hot second before we get people in because they're not used to us starting at 7. Nor am I. But for some reason, I came home with a lit fire under my ass, and I just said, you know what? Tonight's going to be the night we're going to start this. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking for some conversation. I'm looking at you, kitty cat.
I'm here. I'm just trying to get everything situated.
But before we get started, a quick shout out to the official sponsor of Another Shot podcast. That is MLH Distillery, located right here at Grove City, Pennsylvania. Their hours of operation are Friday, 5 to 11 p.m., Saturday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. All these awesome bottles you see on your screen and at the bar as well, you can purchase right there at MLH Distillery, or you can find it at mlhdistillery.com. Guys, while you're there, enjoy one of these many tasty bites. My personal favorite, the hot sausage mixed with the... I'm trying to like wrap my head around this. It's so damn small at this point.
Sorry.
Along with the warm pretzel and beer cheese. But yes, they have a full menu, guys. You will not leave hungry. They're also a cocktail style bar. You can find your old fashioned whiskey sour. My personal favorite, the mint julep, kitty cat.
Black or white Russian.
We got rum and cokes. They also have select beers, wines, and seltzers. And for you non-alcohol drinkers, yes, they have soda as well. Again, located right here in Grove City, Pennsylvania. That is MLH Distillery. You can also find them at mlhdistillery.com and on Facebook. Another quick shout out, and that is to Snap-on Tools. Probably the best tools you can buy on the market. Thank you, Robin, for joining the family. And you guys get to see this awesome cask we are now going to have at the bar, and not in view very well, is it?
I couldn't see you.
We'll go like...
If you want to switch the...
Yes, here, let's make it a little more appealing. Ta-da! The only thing Kat doesn't like is now the glass is very close to the end of the bar.
Oh, it's okay.
So, before we got started, I don't know how many of you guys got to see last night, but we did it on TikTok, didn't we? Where we went ahead and we tapped the cask. or did we do it towards the end of the first show? I can't remember which, but either way, if you guys haven't...
You guys got to see...
Terribly sorry.
Blue, check your mic. If you guys haven't got to see yet, though, we're going to have a little bit of fun with it. So we broke it open. We've already cantered it. I like the color. It's a little lighter than I expected it to be, but bear in mind, we learned a little something last night. You do not want, when you got the smaller cask like this is only a 5-gallon. It is recommended you only leave it in there for about 30 days. Otherwise, it starts getting a weird flavor. What are you doing?
I'm checking mic sounds.
So anyways, yeah, we left it in there for 30 days. We made sure, it did a neat little color change. I like it. And obviously, the fuller you get. Now, we had the missus bring out a sun brew tea. I mean, the more that's in there, it's going to be a little darker. Everybody tried the initial product. In essence, it was kind of like moonshine. So that is what got poured into here. Hello, KD. What's going on, brother? Boss lady, who are you bullshitting? You never call me boss man.
Hi, Katie.
I'll remember that next time, you want to say, hey, paperback's out on Amazon.
It's in my cart.
So here's where it gets fun. Now, I like the finished product. I like the before, and I like the after. There's some questions, but I was trying to come up with what can I do with this? What might make it a little better? I don't know. So I thought, what better way to truly test it? And yes, Kitty Cat has dropped the link, so hopefully you guys will see it. Some do, some don't. I don't know what's going on with that, guys. I do apologize.
I really don't think I'm the boss. Actually, it's boss man. I answer to him. It's...
Neither one of us answer to each other. We're actually pretty good about talking things out. And trust me, it gets really interesting when neither one of us goes rogue. So, back to what I was saying, though, guys. I do believe the true test. Kitty Cat, what is my all-time favorite when I'm mixing something? Bourbon, whiskey. What's my normal go-to?
Sprite or Coke?
The old-fashioned. You'd think after 2 years...
No,
I'm a little.
I was confused on the question.
I'm a little hurt.
No, I know you're an old fashioned. I even have it right there on the bar by your Steelers helmet. I know you're an old fashioned man.
At least she wasn't napping this time. She's caught a little bit of sleep. Don't feel bad. I'm picking on you.
I napped at home this time.
So I think what better way to do this, and let's make an old fashioned of it. Okay, spoken like a true author. So normally you do a sugar cube. Me, I'm going to double down on this a little bit. We're going to do sugar.
Are you sure that's sugar and not salt?
Did we have white salt? I didn't think so. I would have been very disappointed.
Supposed to taste it. Make sure.
So let's get into the fun. We're gonna do some dashes of bitters. I like 2, 5, 6, 7. There we go.
That was more like 9, but
The first dab kind of like went haywire, so we'll just run with it. There we go. We're going to cut a couple cherries in here. And we're going to muddle all this together.
for a true old fashioned, you're not supposed to do cherries. You're supposed to do orange.
I'm sorry. In all the time you had earlier, did you pour some or peel some orange zest? I bet you didn't.
I have a zester back there.
Somewhere.
I know exactly where it is. I just don't have the oranges.
Let's get all this put together. Now, some people like to add triple sec to it. I'm just going to go a little more on the traditional side, even though apparently the true traditional you use orange and not cherry. But bear in mind, guys, there's all sorts of different variations. To which, when our good friend from across the pond joins us here, you will get to try it yourself.
Sorry, I'm the only one here. I have to give you a hard time.
I am fine. I give you a hard time anyways, so. There we go. Poor Kaylin, she was nice enough to do dishes the other day, and it was after I'd muddled the cherries in that other drink, and she's like, oh my god, what is this? And it does not want to be friendly.
There's a fork on the other end. We'd probably scrape that a little better for you.
Oh, either way. I'm ready just to run it. We'll do some ice. Come to think of it, I probably should do a little bit of the triple sec just to kind of tame it down, because we know this is kind of a monster. Let's just run it. Stirred. What's your thoughts already? You haven't even tried it yet. So let's make sure we put the before and after. I'm not gonna lie, that's
Dangerous?
it's one of the rare times you will actually hear me say I'm a little nervous on this one. Here we go. With no need to be nervous. Now, what I just did, Kat, kind of gives me inspiration for recipes for when we get the famous bottle. That cherry really kind of stands out. And so does the burn. Like, it's not so much a burn, it's like it really warms. My peanut gallery. My nose bleeds. Is anybody brave enough to try this? Here, this is pretty close to your red stag. You're not good, but you sure you don't want to try it? Here we go. How about you, Sprite? You want to give it a try? Come on. Be brave. All you got to do is sip it. And in case you're wondering out there on Spotify, I'm talking to the missus, trying to convince her to come up here and try this. How many people want to see her try it? Let's get a raise of hands. All one of you. I love how you're just ignoring me. I mean, it's actually like we are married. Weird. So from KD, when you sort your recipe book, I'm going to make the cover for you. I just need your logo. Yes, sir. And here's a little something for you, Miss Kitty Cat. We do have a review. I just got the message today. He's got it in the mail. So Uncle Moonshine is coming through for us. We got to get the t-shirts out.
I know. I had them.
That's awesome. I'm glad everybody knows now that you got them.
they're even packaged, labeled, named. I just have to get them in another package and
Yeah,
put them on their way.
yeah. Falling behind. Anybody ever see the movie Selena? We know how that one ended. Ah. Have we even got a number on how many recipes we have? Because we're looking at 100.
I'm not sure because I've got a couple that are mixed up with. Yeah, we have to talk about that.
Who knew? Like, how muddled are we talking about?
Well, I wrote down, like, when we were doing last year, when we were doing the countdown to Halloween, that thing that Kaylin got you,
Yeah.
and I wrote down those ones, but some of those ones you, again, made your own.
All right.
So do we count the ones that you...
Katie is offering to type it all up as well. You're not going to get a hard no on that one from that young lady down there. All we need to do is we need to take, like, actually, here's the fun part. We're going to actually have to start at some point making the drinks and then taking a picture so it can go with the recipe. Yeah. My background is like stripping for some reason. And the missus is actually looking up different canters. I can't exactly tell what's going on in this picture. Here, hold this for a second. Oh, a turtle. Was it horrible? Really?
That'll help.
I can sort all that out for you. Also, a description of the flavors to go with it. So one of the things we are, and you will start seeing videos here very, very soon. We always tell people, make it your own. So there's not going to be measurements in this. I have no idea what she said. Anyways, there's no recipe, or there's going to be recipe, but no measurements. Because we just want to put you on the path. I'm sure a lot of people are going to look at it and go, that does sound good together. But when you do the measurements, some people like, more of this or more of that. So we're going to have people, we encourage people to make it their own. So I'm actually really excited. And Katie, much appreciated, brother. So the help will be very much warranted and rewarded, sir.
Yeah, like I guess I haven't said before, but everybody knows I've gone back to a daily.
Yes.
Well, again, I'm not used to working a regular daily. I'm also not ever used to the 40-hour work week. Okay, I've always been 30 or lower. But the last 2 weeks, I've worked overtime as well. Last week I had 50 some hours. The week before I had 50 some hours. So I'm not used to that on top of my wifely mom taking care of everything at the house and still being here and doing everything I need to do here. So I'm literally burning the candle at both ends, and I'm getting really lost, and my body is telling me so, which is why I passed out yesterday. It wasn't that I fell asleep. It was literally, I was in the middle of a conversation with your daughter.
I told you ahead of time. Remember, you're like, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine. No. For me, I've been doing a 40 plus for the longest time. And just that short little layoff. But bear in mind, like I said, 2 shoulder surgeries and then the layoff. Hitting the ground running over here, it took me what? Every bit of 2-3 months before my body quit aching and started getting adjusted. It's going to take you a second.
Well, there's a reason why I haven't worked.
Mm-hmm.
And my body is now saying, what the heck? It's turned my ailments that bothered me once or twice a month into an every single day where I'm really.
And this is where a lot of people are probably going to listen to this and go, shit, I do this, I do that, you know. Oh. So her and I have actually had this conversation a couple of times.
Yes, Katie, it is absolutely, totally exhausting. And when you throw in my disabilities, I'm understanding why I've never done the full time, but I keep pushing myself to do more. And I ain't figured out why.
So I'll get this part out of the way then. Thank you. I could sit down and say, hey, Kat, I do it. But she did bring up a good point one time. I do have somebody inside that can help. Whereas on the other hand, the flip side for her, she is actually not only a wife, a mother, but she's had the misfortune to also have to be caretaker as well and caregiver. So there's a lot to it. Now, I say all that, backing you, but this is why I also have brought up, this is why we really need to try and double down on this and try and get it going out there more to take that burden off of you.
I understand that, but waiting for this to take off the way we want it to
Right.
isn't paying the bills or taking care of the house and the family that I need to do now. So I have to supplement. I have to make.
And that
So I have to push myself to keep doing as much as I possibly can.
you are right, but this is the ultimate goal. Would you not agree that this would be the easier, being able to make your own schedule, being able to do basically what we want, less strenuous, and we have more fun doing this than our dailies? Correct?
For the most part.
For the most part. Now, okay. Let the conversation begin. Where do you... Now, this is where... Okay, guys. This is where the brother and sister part come in. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we've had conversations in the past, and you have to put the business partner aside because it gets interesting. What parts get you? You know, where is it, you know, for the most part is what you said. So you're telling me there's parts that you're not a fan of. Ta-da-dam!
Okay, you put me on the spot on that one. I can't. I have to think about how to word it.
Close as you can think. Is it? Let me get a coaster. The hangovers from the drink creep up on you later.
Well, see, I can't even say that one because one, I don't have. I've only had like 3 hangovers my entire life. and two of which have been from this being here. But I don't normally drink. I might sip or taste something every so often, but I don't drink a whole lot. I'm nowhere near Williams'
I will back
wheelhouse
her.
when it comes to that.
I will back her on that. Literally, if anybody gets Schlurface, it's going to be me. And you 9 times out of 10, the other people that are at the bar with me.
I
Twice for that young lady. That's it.
have recently learned something, and I know it's been more than just recently, but recently my brain has kicked in and realized I've become a control freak, where I like knowing, I am in control. I can handle this. I can do this. This is me, kind of thing. And when I drink, I don't have that feeling of control. It's the same way when years and years and years ago, when I did other things besides drinking, I couldn't go without a drink or that substance because I didn't want to have the feelings that I had. And now I've learned how to control my feelings and understand my feelings, whereas I don't like how I feel when I'm drinking or when I have any other kind of substance. I don't like that feeling of not being in control. You moved that.
I did. That was my fault. I know. And it was just, hey, whoops.
So I don't like having that feeling. Now, depending on the drink you mix and whether or not I have substance in my body that day, enough that would not cloud my brain.
So I can 100% vouch for everything she says here, because we've told this story before. The original idea for the show was just two friends sitting down, drinking the night away, and whatever came up, came up. Well, let's call things what they are and be 100%. We're not in our 20s anymore. Now, there are people out there that can still do it. They can hit the ground running and just do fine. And that's one thing I will give 6ix9ine all day long. We've seen him leave here absolutely obliterated, and that dude will still get up the next morning. It doesn't matter. It could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. He still gets up and goes to work. He feels like absolute dog shit the next day. But back then, he was also doing it. Of course, we weren't doing it 5 nights a week. We were only doing it 2 nights a week to start with. Then we bumped it up to 3. And it progressed, but there was very few times he would leave here. We used to do the pyramid. And before, you guys see me now, whenever I do a shot, I only fill it up like, maybe a third of the way for the most part?
For the most part.
Just enough to get some flavor and still get that little bit of a kick. Back then, oh, hell no. Hell no. We were running and gunning and just, and one of the things that, what took me to finally realize this isn't going to work, luckily it was early on in, was the night I almost completely passed out in my driveway. And then came in here, sat down for a second, and then just went over, lay down on the couch. I was out. Now, have I done that a couple times since? Yes. And I try really hard anymore to remember I'm not in my 20s. I still have a daily. Everybody knows Wednesday nights are like the wild card for me. Last Wednesday, I got to the slur stage. Ended things. But then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to talk to some friends until like 2 o'clock in the morning. And things went completely sideways from there. So I don't come out here anymore with the intention of I'm getting shit-faced, I'm getting hammered. I don't. Now, do I let things get the better of me? Yeah, I do. Especially in the heat of the moment. Everybody's having a good time. We're all laughing. We're joking. If we're on TikTok and the goals are just like, flying out the window, then yeah, we run it. And I'm throwing caution to the wind at that point. I don't like the next day, first off, either half sleeping the day away or waking up and just kind of being that sluggish, like, I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry. I want to get out and do something, but because I'm still somewhat feeling the effects from the night before, not exactly hungover, just lethargic. Then, especially in the summertime, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to be in the heat. Then I just kind of end up wasting the day because then I'm sitting on a chair watching TV, and then what am I accomplishing? Not a fucking thing. So I do everything I can anymore. First step is eating. Made sure tonight. Now, if I can do this tonight, as long as I get out on time, which right now with it getting into the busy part of the season for us, it's a crapshoot. I could get out on time, or I'll be getting home 30 minutes before we're supposed to go live, and I still got to get a shower. Because I refuse to come in here filthy dirty, and I have to get out of uniform. But structure. We were talking about just, a few nights ago? Sleep. And honestly, up until today, things have been going really good. But I don't know if I'm just programmed because normally I'm off on Thursdays. Now my body's like, okay, you're tired. You get to sleep in. You're just overly tired. I don't know what it is, but I had a hard time getting up this morning.
Well, I had no clue what was going on. It's not like me to do that yesterday. And it wasn't just here at work. When I was sitting at my desk writing notes for work, and I was also, when I was on my break, doing my homework for last night's show. Literally, I showed you my notes.
Right.
You could see it in my writing, and my OCD doesn't normally ever let my brain accept my writing to look like that. Because if something screws up, then I throw that page away and I have to restart.
Right.
But you saw, I had no, and it wasn't until today when I had a conversation and it kicked in of what is going on. Again, disability. My body is in overdrive, which is why I've been having all sorts of other symptoms, but it's just straight out telling me I'm overdoing it, and it's going to shut me down to the point where I have no choice but to sleep. So that's pretty much what yesterday was. No matter how much I fought it, no matter what I did, it was just saying, no, you need rest now. Today I got home from work and I sat down in my chair and I put my feet up, and I have to get my feet up because they've working in those boots and walking 100 miles a freaking day.
Yes, ma'am.
In cement floors, steel-toed boots, my ankles and feet just scream at me. So I get my feet up, and I wasn't sitting in my chair maybe 2 minutes before I was out. Blue woke me up and said, okay, babe, we got to get ready to go. I went in and I changed my shirt and freshened up a little bit, threw a hat on my head because I didn't feel like doing anything with my hair. And I come in and he pulls up to drop me off and he says, "You gonna go in and crash like you did last night?" And I shook my head, yeah. Well, then I come in here and I was getting everything set up so I didn't, in case if I did lay down and crash out, then everything was set and I could just get up and run. And my brain kicked in, wait a minute. I need to work on these mics.
See there? He jumped on here thinking, oh, these guys are just starting. Haha, we're over halfway through already. What's going on, Timmy? We're doing actually very well, sir.
So I started working at the mics, trying to get everything. And yeah, you came in. I got a phone call and I was like, okay, I have plenty of time because he's never here.
When I make a promise, sweetie, I do everything I can. It might not be immediate, but I'm
get it.
100% backing you. I want to get this structured again. I want to get out there and show people. And who knows, maybe since we are actually doing good tonight, maybe we can get those, get a couple videos that I can post. Oh, no worry, brother. Dude, you've watched the show. I pick a lot. You're good. I feel like we're knocking at the door. And one of the things that kind of sparked me was the fact that you guys all seen it last night. We had a special guest come in. She doesn't get to come in all that often. And I tell you what, that woman hit the ground running and even admitted she misses this. So you got all three legs of the tripod now. We're knocking at the door. No business happens overnight. There's nothing. And guys, let's call it what it is. This is something we're trying to build. We're trying to do it as a business. There's things we want to do. Timmy says, I got a lot on my mind at this point in time. Would you like to give us an example? We can talk. I mean, usually when somebody posts something like that, it's like, that's their way of saying, maybe I'd like to talk. Hey, dude, this is what we do, especially on a Wednesday night. We leave it open to everybody to discuss. Okay. And then you turn around and you say, nope. So, I mean, this is Bill coming out now. So were you looking for attention when you said that? Because if you want to talk, brother, I'm more than open to talk. That's what, like I said, that's what we do. Are we therapists? No, but sometimes, trust me on this one, airing it out helps. If you feel better. That's why we post the link, we invite people to come on, and if you don't want to come on, you can, shoot it in the messages and we'll discuss it. But then again, seeing as how you are close friends with another person in this room, maybe that was his way of saying, hey, talk to me sometime. Airing it out won't help this.
Without divulging anything, I will just say,
You kind of know.
staying strong and being you is enough.
Timmy, all jokes aside, buddy, you've got friends. And it doesn't have to be on air. So, at some point, brother, know people have your back. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, I don't usually say this kind of stuff online, but I am. going to overstep just a smidge.
I'd rather not. Just shoot him a message.
God only gives you what you can handle. Remember that. He has faith. I have faith. That's all you need to know.
There's that going rogue, whether it pisses the other person off or not. Just remember, that's a double-edged sword right there. But the message is clear there, brother. There you go. There's your love. So either way, we've come a long ways from the dark days, and there's always going to be learning curves. But the good news is these doors are flying open at this point. And now that we're back on track, things are going to keep moving forward. I'm telling you, I think we can get back to where we were at before we had to take. So the month long was not our fault. That was kind of out of everybody's control. But that being said, it wasn't like we weren't trying to, keep you guys posted, keep things, and there were some things that we were doing during that little hiatus that really seemed like it was taking off. So now the wheels are spinning even more. And one of the other things all the stuff you see around me is not supposed to be for me. Hello, Miss Shannon. I'm glad you could finally make it. Hopefully you're feeling better today. Heard there's a little bit of a fun time trying to get up this morning. But you were an absolute trooper last night. And that was fun. And like I was just telling Kat a little while ago, it's kind of inspired me more. Yeah. I didn't realize. So one of the rare times where we kind of, after the cameras were off, we stuck around and was kind of bullshitting a little bit. The time flew by at that point. I mean, we were pushing the time to begin with. And things, I mean, I tell you what, we have a lot of fun on here. And we actually have a lot of fun on both shows. And what's been really cool about things, guys, is they're both they're intertwining with each other. So people we've met on TikTok are coming on here and vice versa. We're all over the social media, the big ones, we've got the Instagram, the YouTube, X, which I don't know if anybody even uses X anymore. I'll have to go back and look. TikTok. We post this all on Spotify. I mean, it's getting out there. And it's kind of like watching a child grow. I mean, I get excited every time I see, it doesn't matter if it's 1, 5, we had 20 in one night. Of course, we also had a very special guest on here, and he hit the ground running for us. Every one of you guys that is either listening or watching have had a hand in where we're at today. So, I mean, you can't, neither me nor Kat can say that it was all us. it took really kind of reaching out, trying this, trying that. Timmy says, I got an idea for the next redo of the podcast. Is what about a sign with the podcast logo? Tim, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a young lady that she's our hype girl. We would love to get the neon sign. That would be incredible. As much as we love our Yingling sign, to have another shot up there and really kind of, being able to talk and all the fun stuff we do, the drinking, the laughing, the joking is one thing, but presentation, I mean, when people get on there, they see the t-shirt, they see Whiskey Willie up here. If we've got the neon light, I mean, that lets them know that, yeah, we're serious about what we do. I mean, we might be something. But then again, I mean, we got a few people. I ran into one again today that had to be little Miss Negative Nancy. And I had to remind her there in front of people, and it kind of shut her down. Did you not just ask us to do you a little bit of a favor a little over a month ago? All of a sudden, oh yeah, we were good then. Tim, you can ask Kat about that. She'll tell you all day long that story. Yeah, good deal, dude. No, I mean, I love it, and this is definitely something we've been wanting to do. We would love to have another Shot Podcast neon light. And for those of you wondering, yes, we're going through all the different options, trying everything we can. We have stickers at this point. We've got koozies / tumbler / I mean, just whatever you want it to be. So, I mean, we've got the stuff, and we're working on it. But I like, I love whether or not it's neon or not. Dude, just a banner. Agreed. I wouldn't mind a banner. Truth be told, I mean, if it wasn't for this, I would love to have a whole bar top that just had the logo right here and everything, or something big that, everybody can see. Just the more you see the name, the logo, the face, all that, the obviously the better it is. It's all about the presentation, and it lets people know that, yeah, we're for real about it. So yes, sir, to fully answer your question, it is something that is actually on the list and we're really wanting to do. And we've mentioned this a couple times before. I've been talking about a travel bus, a travel van. And you know what, buddy? We actually considered the idea of doing the neon lights inside the bar and then running the epoxy on top of it. That way it would illuminate not only the bar, but the liquor shelves behind us. These are all ideas that, I think we were wanting to, but I mean, again, had we not been crunched on time, had it not fell flat the first time, trust me, the idea of putting lights in the bar was there. But no, I mean, whether it's neon, whether it just be a sign, I mean, when we do go to like a festival or we do set up a booth to sell merch or go live somewhere, it'd be nice to have a tent with our logo on it, a banner over front of the table so people know and see. Yeah, the cost is the big thing, and that's why we are pushing harder than before to really start getting it out there, you know, to really, I mean, starting off, like I said earlier, getting on schedule is the way to go. So let's say we're on here for an hour, and then we can turn around and do 2 hours on TikTok, and then she goes. So then I'm not the one trying to rush around and, you know, here, I'm going to do this, this, and this, plus keep up with the message. You know, trust me, when it's both of us in here, things go a lot smoother. So, yeah, we've definitely got the ideas. We've got, you know, it's just trying to get, you know, the sponsorships, you know, and it's gotten to the point now where we got people coming up and saying, here, I'm helping. And I'll tell you what, the young lady that was just in here a second ago, Miss Shannon, she is another one that has come in here like a wrecking ball and she jumped in, not feet first, she went in head first and just said, let's run this. You're more than welcome to, brother. Anytime you want to come in. If you're not a drinker, dude, we got soda. And I've been telling everybody this. So, exactly. Or hit the Powerball. Hell, Powerball's tonight. We should go ahead and run out there and grab tickets real quick. I'm pretty sure it's not the billions of dollars that we've seen it get to in the past, but I'm telling you right now, if we were to get lucky enough to have somebody say, you know what, I know I'm close, I like these guys, here it is. I mean, it's that Cinderella story. You know how awesome that would be? Just to have somebody go, you know what, here it is. You know, we've come up with, you know, we've thought about doing the, you know, here, buy me a coffee. Yeah, a win's a win. Our hype girl, you know, she got us the stickers. She was actually one of the first ones. She almost pulled the trigger on getting us a light until, like you said, brother, those dollar signs are crazy. But you've seen a few other people. Hell, we had somebody donate a whole new mixing board for us. You know, something we can actually plug in more mics and, you know, run and gun that way. So like I said, I mean, it's finally starting to take off. I've been doing a lot of talking with people. But like I said, guys, I mean, the stuff you see in here right now, this was never meant for my own personal consumption 100%. At some point, I want to get it, and I love, like, our Monday nights, you know, Tuesday night when Shannon was here, I love having people sit at the bar, and then, you know, I'll mix a drink. Some people like to come back and sit behind the bar with me. Sometimes the person behind the bar will turn around and make a drink. Kat's been known to get up on occasion and she's like, you know what? Here, I'll make this one. If you guys haven't seen her Tuesday trivia, when I win, then she's the one that comes on this side and I go over there and I run that side. And thank you, Timmy, dude. I'm glad that that makes me feel good that people are like, you know, they back it like they do. You know, we do get quite a few people that pop in here. Sometimes they come in, say hello, stick around for a little bit, and then they're gone. That's fine. I'll tell you right now, the funniest thing happened at work today. One of my work partners, we were on a vehicle together, and he comes around the corner and goes, so is he your salesman now? And he pointed out that you guys have seen Hooper in here. He was over there plugging the show to another customer. and telling them about things. I just got on TikTok a little while ago because I'd seen somebody, I got a notification, hey, they're live. I got on there. I'm like, holy crap. Okay, cool. So I popped in for a second. Dude, she hit the ground running as soon as she saw the name come up. At first, she said, hello to whoever's, whichever one of us. She didn't know which one it was at the time. And then immediately started telling everybody how awesome we were. And, this is why she stays up till 3 o'clock in the morning. And, and yes, Timmy, just like you, brother. So, I mean, it's getting out there. It really is. And, I mean, every day, we're getting at least one or two new people. So, I mean, that's always a win. And yes, Shannon, I see yours. When I or one other ladies win. See, I can go back to my original statement on that because when I win, then I don't have to be here. I get to go over there and do Kat's part. And I'm the one behind the camera. Sounds good, brother. We'll see you in a little while. Hopefully. You have a good rest of your evening, my friend. But, Shannon, I'm going to say this, beautiful. Hopefully it doesn't break your heart when yours truly takes the championship and then turns around and challenges Bobby Ryder to a winner-take-all, and I get his title. It's been an awful long time since he's come on. Have you noticed that, kitty cat?
It is summer. It is very busy season for him.
Oh. So a lot of that alcohol just soaked into that cherry. Whoa. Woo! Okay. I know, sweetness. And I had to give you crap about it. Oh. But Ray can go into work tomorrow and let everybody know that we have canters on order. And, like I said, guys, I got a 5-gallon barrel here. And I'm not being selfish with it. Everybody got in on that raffle and everybody said the same thing. Whoever wins it, it doesn't matter. They were going to bring the barrel over here. I actually took some of our barrel bourbon and I tried to spruce it up and make an old fashioned. I now have a better idea on how, we keep saying we want to see our picture on a bottle. Obviously, we have one young lady that would love to see it on a vodka bottle. Yours truly would love to have a bourbon or whiskey bottle. Probably preferably a bourbon. To answer your question fully, Shannon, I made an old-fashioned out of it. And it wasn't bad. So I'm toying with it to see how to, I might even take this, and if we can find another barrel or a small cask, I don't know if they do small casks, maybe we can char it ourselves and, toy with this a little bit more. But like I said, messing around with it, now I kind of got a better idea on a recipe for a good bourbon. But that being said, guys, we have hit that time of the evening. We are getting ready to wrap this one up because, we went on time. We need to end on time. For those of you on TikTok, yes, we are heading there next. So everybody should be excited. It's not going to be a super late night. I'm excited. Join us tomorrow night for our Thirsty Thursday Thoughts and Shots, and a big revelation hit me. We are about a month away from Thoughts and Shots turning into NFL edition again. I'm already doing my homework and looking stuff up. I'm going to be well ahead of the game come preseason opener. And I'm definitely keeping an eye on camp who's getting hurt, who doesn't get hurt, blah, blah, blah. But all that being said, yes, we have Thursday night thoughts and shots coming up. Thursday thoughts and shots. We have our Sunday weekend hangover. Yes, it is official. I got a family reunion to go to. So it might be a Sunday night weekend hangover. We're not going to be there all day. So we'll come back and hit the ground running with that one. We have our Monday night bartender, which it'll be round 2 of our wine tasting. So yes, there's going to be a lot of estrogen at the bar. The ladies are going to be coming back out. It is our job to wine and dine them. We have our Tuesday night Real Flicks and Chill. And last night was so successful. We had so much more we were wanting to say. Kitty Cat, you did open Pandora's box. We've had a lot of requests to do another night with a possible special guest joining us. We have our Wednesday, and then of course we round it all out with our Wednesday night open bar, guys. Kitty Cat, what you got, sweetness? Last shot of the night.
You gotta give me a minute.
Uh-oh.
I'm having some technical difficulties.
Well, while she's doing that, guys, I'll go ahead and do this. You keep doing what you're doing. I can run it. Quick shout out to the official sponsor of Another Shot podcast, MLH Distillery, located right here in Grove City, Pennsylvania. Again, hours of operation are 5 to 11 p.m. on Fridays, 3 to 9 p.m. on Sundays. They're a full-service bar, guys. All the awesome drinks, bottles you see on...
It's 3 to 9 p.m. on Saturdays, sir.
5 to 11 on Friday, 3 to 9 on Saturday.
You said Sunday.
Sundays it's closed.
Just saying. You said.
Pay attention to what you're doing. Guys, all the awesome bottles you see on your screen, and you've also seen me pour at the bar tentatively. Gotta be careful with this stuff, guys. It's a creeper. You can purchase right there at MLH Distillery, and you can purchase it online at mlhdistillery.com. You can find them both or on Facebook as well. Quick shout out to Snap-on Tools. Thank you, Robin, man. You did us a solid, the premier selection and quality in tools. That is Snap-on Tools. Okay, yeah, I can't. That just sounded redundant. It sounded cheesy. Guys, you see the hat? Yeah, I got the Snap-on hat, and I almost went ahead and pulled the trigger on a full-size box today. I just wasn't ready to commit to a $6,000 bill that I've been paying $60 a month. Shannon says, reap what you sow. With great efforts come great rewards. Yes. Are you ready, beautiful?
It actually goes along with the one I just found.
Run it, beautiful.
Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out.
We're gonna go a little lighter on this. Like I said, this is a monster. So with your guys' actually, I'm gonna break into the triple. I haven't had it in forever.
You just had it the other night. You finished off that bottle the other night.
Guys, like I said, if you're on TikTok, we are heading there next. As with tradition, there are good ships, there are wood ships. There are ships that sail the sea, but the best ships are friendships, and may they always be. Always remember, though, guys, everything we say on this bar is just our opinion. We haven't heard this next part in quite some time. Everything we say on this show is just our opinion, but then again...
It'd just be the alcohol talking.
I'm not gonna lie, it barely tickled the... it barely even went. I'm sure they all heard you, though. Guys, see you soon. Love you all. Oh, completely different. You have a good night.
Thank you for stopping in and listening to the Another Shot podcast. We shared some drinks, stories, and laughs. But it's time to say goodnight. Join us next time on Another Shot podcast.
If you're looking for a party, then man, have you found it? Now the shot is coming raw and unbounded. The whiskey's always talking and the beer's overflowing. Now the shot is gonna hit you with the mind overloaded. The bar is always open to no inhibitions. Another shot will leave your sensories twitching. Just remember, everything we say is just our opinion.